Counting begins in Edo poll as INEC extends voting in some areas. Police recovered 3 explosives, abandoned vehicles in Anambra. Bielsa business owners seek government intervention over power disruption. On the foreign scene, Museveni's son, Muhoozi Kainerugaba, drops 2026 presidential bid. Hello and welcome to Trust TV's news update. I am Chiamaka Mwafo. Let's start with happenings in Edo State, where sorting and counting have started at various locations in the state following the conclusion of voting. In the meantime, some voters have commended the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) for the smooth electoral process.
No mago. We do easy. Everything day okay.
Tell us the turnout. People come out for the election.
The
turnout. People come out for this election.
Yes, so many people will come vote.
Okay.
I have voted. It was smooth. There was no problem. But there was a little disagreement. We normally disagree to agree.
Okay.
Everything went smoothly. Okay. Unless they have a hidden agenda, okay, which I cannot say.
By yourself, the atmosphere is very peaceful and calm. Okay. Everybody has exercised their franchise. Look, there's no disturbing. Okay. So I think this election as the best one.
Well, so far so good. It has been hitch-free. I want to commend INEC for coming on time, because I came here some minutes to 9. I voted some minutes past, some minutes to 9. So it shows that the process has been smooth.
At Azama Primary School in Jatu, the Deputy Governor, Philip Shoaibu, and other voters lamented the failure of Beaver's machine to authenticate voters. He noted that there was a massive turnout for the election because everybody wanted a chance in governance, but regretted that some voters could not be captured. Other voters expressed disappointment over the development, which left some of them disenfranchised.
So far, so good in this area, apart from the hiccup we had with our beavers here. You can see we didn't start on time in this particular unit. The other unit, you can see almost everybody is sitting. They almost got done with their voting. But here, the beavers had issues. Twice the beavers had issues, and it's back now. So, apart from here, it's been peaceful in this particular ward. And with the feelers I'm getting, it's also been peaceful in most of the areas that I've received call.
Oh yeah, we want votes. Let the open machine for us. You need 12 machine, not the work. Let the open now. We want vote. Our body they hot. We want votes. Let the open.
Material arrived here very early, and then talking about the security is wonderful, because I can see that we have the men in uniform all around, the police, the army, and then the other security outfits. They are all here, and so far they have no reason to complain, because everybody is orderly, and you can see there's a huge turnout here.
Meanwhile, operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, have arrested some suspected voter buyers in the ongoing Edo governorship election. They were arrested in Ego, local government area of the state, around 10 a.m. EFCC officials left the location with 3 suspects, 2 males and a female. But some residents kicked against the arrest, insisting they were being victimized. The FCC had on Friday said it was deploying operatives to monitor the election, vowing to maintain the integrity of the exercise. Still staying with happenings in Edo State, the Nigerian police force says its operatives have apprehended a fake journalist who claims to be a staff member of one of the leading television stations in Nigeria during the governorship election in the state on Saturday. The police said the operatives also arrested 2 key suspects who are members of the PDP from Ufunama community in the Ovia Southwest local government area of the state. This was disclosed by the Force Public Relations Officer Olumuyiwa Adejobi in a statement made available on Saturday. The items recovered include a list of voters' names with corresponding monetary values, a collection of pre-filled ballot papers, and a set of fake identification cards. Adejobi further disclosed that another 6 suspects were arrested at Ibote Secondary School beside Merume Hotel Auchi for engaging in vote buying. According to him, the group was found with a large sum of money, a cache of weapons, and a detailed plan outlining strategies for voter intimidation. Also, a party agent was arrested for attempting to snatch a ballot paper while sorting and counting was ongoing at PU 035 Gereti Ikboba Oka local government area.
Don't behave yourself. I'm someone like you. Come on. Because what they did.
DIG Falconba addresses pressmen on the level of security during the election.
We've been on the streets monitoring the elections and we've visited a couple of polling booths. So far, so good. We've seen a large turnout in a lot of the places we've gone to. We've seen very large turnouts in others, and there have been some places where the turnouts were quite low. But for us, our major concern is around the security of the elections, and I am so far encouraged and impressed by what I've seen. Areas where we've received minor complaints, we've risen up to the challenge and we've been able to fix those ones. We're still out continuing on our monitoring.
Meanwhile, some of the candidates briefed journalists after casting their votes.
Everything is moving smoothly, and the Beavers is working perfectly. You see it very as if you have not done it, you have done nothing. So it's like just go there and vote. That is how it is right now. I believe the way it is, it should be like that everywhere. It's okay here. I don't know others, but what I'm seeing here is like a testimony that INEC is getting it right.
The fillers, I get good fillers from elsewhere. People, exit polls show that we're doing very well. So we're comfortable. We're very comfortable, and we're very happy with that. What we're not comfortable with is the little shenanigans that are going on, particularly from the APC guys. We've had rumors and we've seen things that the APC fellows have been trying to undermine the process. Many of them have been caught with ballot papers. Many of them have been caught with PVCs, and they are running around. The worst still, they go around trying to buy votes. I hear the rates now is, I don't know whether it's 15 they say now or 20,000, So they're going around. So they tried everything to subvert the process.
I am calling on INEC that the playing field should remain level. Nobody should be given any undue advantage. All of our agents should be allowed into the collation center. The agents of all parties should be allowed into the collation centers. Nobody should be hindered or prevented from going into the collation center, so that we can all witness the process and be able to confirm that it was carried out in the manner as prescribed by law.
For now, I'm glad with what I see. The process in my unit has been quite smooth and efficient. I just hope that the collation process will be the same, that it will be peaceful, and that the results will be counted and there will be no disruptions. By the military, yes, I think they've done well. And the Chief of Defense Staff came to see me and gave assurances that the men will be on ground and they will fully deploy. And you're seeing that deployment, and I'm glad that the military is here as a backstop.
Away from other elections, over to Kwara State, where the scheduled local government election in the state seems to have taken off on a slow pace, as the election was yet to commence in most part of the state as at 10 o'clock this morning at Ovia. In Ovia local government area, movement of election materials are ongoing, with security personnel manning the place. Most of the polling units are scanty as they await the arrival of materials and electoral officers, while some party agents lament the non-arrival of materials, adding that they have been waiting since 7 o'clock in the morning. A former council chairman, Hid Bobola, says the people of the community are resolute in electing the popular choice that will bring about positive change to Ovia.
Irregularity that want to happen, so maybe that is why they delay it, or they want to checkmate all the materials to confirm whether they are complete or not.
So what time was the election supposed to?
8 o'clock to queue. Or for depends on where it depends on the voters.
And what time is it now?
We are almost 10 o'clock and nothing has shown up.
It's very unfortunate that we are supposed to start the local government election by 8 o'clock, and up till now this is around 10:30. There is no any electoral material. We have not seen any presiding officer. Nobody has come to any of the polling units, and our people are resolute. Ovia is not a docile community. They want to change. They are trying to help our President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for giving autonomy to the local government. That's exactly what we are doing in Ovia, and we are ready to make sure that we follow our mandate to anywhere.
Away from election matters to security matters, where joint security operatives in Imo State say they have recovered 3 more unexploded improvised explosives, vehicles, dangerous materials and other incriminating items from a criminal camp at Ihiala in Anambra State. A statement issued by the Anambra Police Public Relations Officer SP Tochukwu Ikenga in Awka on Saturday said the criminal hideout was busted following the security intelligence gathered over time. He said at Lilu, Mbosi and Isieke areas of Ihiala, 3 unexploded improvised explosives were recovered alongside 2 abandoned vehicles and some explosive materials like copper wires, fuel and other dangerous materials. The Commissioner of Police, CP Nango Bonaitam, while charging the operatives to sustain the tempo of the operations, assured the people of the state of the commitment of the police and other security agencies to continue to dominate and deny criminal elements the space they enjoy to wreak havoc in the state. Over in Plateau State, troops of Operation Safe Haven maintaining peace in the state, and some parts of Bauchi and Kaduna State have arrested 2 gun runners in Bakos local government area of the state. The latest arrest came barely 72 hours after the operation arrested 5 notorious gun runners and recovered automatic weapons and about 6,000 rounds of assorted ammunition at Bayamini along Buchi Road of Jos North local government area of the state. Parading the suspects at the OPS Aegis headquarters in Jos, the spokesperson of the operation, Major Samson Dakum, said the arrest of the suspects followed an intelligence report received by the operation. Dakum said the suspects were arrested while finalizing transactions for sales of arms and ammunition amounting to 5 million naira at Banana Island Hotel in Bokos.
Criminality is a common enemy that we must jointly tackle to afford law-abiding citizens the freedom to carry out their socio-economic endeavor without fear. While it has been proven that proliferation of firearms is a major driver of security threats, Operation Safe Haven is ever ready in conjunction with other security agencies to clamp down on individuals carrying out these illegal acts.
More stories. Business owners in Yenagoa, the Bayelsa state capital, are appealing to the state and federal governments to restore power supply in the city, which remained in total darkness due to the vandalism of electricity towers. According to them, the unavailability of electricity supply has made life a living hell, as they are no longer able to save money after covering for generator expenses, coupled with the hike in fuel pump price, which has resulted in low patronage. Trust TV's Friday Peters completes the report.
Business owners like Gladness, Onorimo, a hairdresser, and Prince Theophilus, a laundry shop owner, spoke of the difficulties they face trying to stay afloat as a result of the power outage in the state.
I not feel increase them because if I increase people go run, nobody get money to this thing. So I just the manager like as the way when I see them they go. May government help us with the situation of the light and the fuel price too. May government help us. At least make the fuel come down. If light not they make fuel, they make we see the manage ourselves. The way when we the manager, the cost of the fuel too much. Then light the whole state. Past 1 month now, no light, too bad.
Thing is disturbing so much because in a process that you do business, then at the same time the fuel price is so much high that you buy it 1,500 per liter. How can you do to meet up? It's like this. We are not having light for almost 3 months like this in this Bayelsa state. I will increase the price because if I do it like that, it will affect my business because there's no gain over it. That is the problem.
A fashion designer, Moruf Oba, also lent his voice to the many lamentations of small business owners that are facing the negative impact of the power outage in the state. He, however, calls on the state government to come to their aid.
Something we're supposed to just collect just 5,000 naira. Because of this lack of the light, we are going to charge them 10,000, 15,000. Because before you sew up and down now, no how, you must spend at least 5,000 naira fuel. Before you come buy the tailoring things that you want to use to sew. See, how you want to meet up. If you collect 10,000 naira up and down now, 5,000 I don't go for fuel. You buy 30,000 naira for the something you want to use to sew the cloth. The little 2,000 naira when remain serve nothing day. I want to keep money to pay the store rent, the house rent. Even small children say when they come from school now to give them just 200 naira, go just buy something. Now it hard. I beg our government, may they even try put mouth for this light matter, may they help us.
Since the vandalization of the electricity towers, Bayelsa State has remained in total darkness, with reported steps set to be taken by the state government to address the issue. Residents are hoping for speedy restoration of power. From Yenagoa, Friday, Ebimobowe, Peter, Trust TV News.
President Bola Tinubu has reassured Nigerians that his administration's primary focus is on driving real change in areas like infrastructure, food and energy security, education and economic stability rather than personal gain. Speaking during a meeting with the Forum of Former Presiding Officers of the National Assembly led by former Senate President Kenan Namani, Tinubu made it clear that he is committed to working for the benefit of the country. Here's the report.
President Tinubu thanked the forum for their support regardless of party affiliation and called for continued unity and cooperation to tackle the challenges facing the nation. Reflecting on Nigeria's past and present challenges, Tinubu admitted that certain sectors such as education and community development were neglected during periods of high crude oil production. He stressed the importance of addressing dilapidated schools and increasing student enrollment by creating a conducive learning environment. The president also laid out his administration's plan to improve infrastructure, diversify energy sources, and ensure strict compliance with financial regulations.
I'm glad of your encouragement. And I can assure you, I didn't come to look for money and exploit the situation. I came to work. I asked for the votes, and they gave it to me. Here we are. Many of you can still write few pages of history of democracy in Nigeria. And I like what you are doing. Encouraging the country. You are the one to make the clear interpretation of where we are, how we are, educate our people.
He highlighted the need for collaboration and inclusiveness, drawing from experiences of other developed countries.
Having traveled the world, I've seen developed countries done it themselves with collaboration, inclusiveness, and financial structure. Yes, there's hardship, but how did we get here?
Speaking on behalf of the group, former Senate President Ken Nnamani praised Tinubu's leadership and offered full support for his administration's efforts to address Nigeria's pressing challenges such as insecurity, economic turndown, and infrastructure delay.
On our part, we have seen what elite complacency has cost nations and have resolved to unite across all divides in order to render whatever assistance we may be called upon to do towards nation building and ensuring enduring prosperity for our citizens. It is in this light and in the national interest that we wish to pledge our support as we work tirelessly to restore national security.
The meeting marked the president's first official engagement with the former presiding officers since assuming office.
Away from Nigeria, President Museveni's son, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, who has been mobilizing support ahead of 2026 presidential elections, has announced that he will not contest for the country's top office, currently occupied by his father for nearly 4 decades. Announcing his exit from the race on his X handle in the wee hours of Saturday morning, General Muhoozi endorsed his father, President Yoweri Museveni, in the next elections. In another tweet that followed about an hour after the first one, the 50-year-old heir apparent to the presidency told his over 95,000 ex-followers that for him, nothing on this earth is more holier than UPDF, adding that he cannot think of a greater honor than being in the party. But as social media users were still debating his post, the controversial general asked his millions of supporters, especially mobilizers of his political pressure group, Patriotic League Uganda, to support Museveni, who plans to extend his grip on power in 2026. And finally, in sports, Ovia Warriors are set to miss the services of 4 players in their Nigeria Premier Football League March Day 3 encounter with Sunshine Stars. The 4 players who will miss the game are Nicholas Jonathan, Hamid Yakubu, Izuchukwu Olewune, and Izuchukwu Daniel. Jonathan and Yakubu have been ruled out with minor injuries, while Olewune and Daniel are out with groin problems and illness, respectively. Abia Warriors will square up with Sunshine Stars at the Otumba Dikpo Dino Stadium, Ijebode, on Sunday. The Umuahia-based club are winless in their last 2 matches. Abia Warriors suffered a 2-1 defeat in the same fixture last season. That's a wrap for news updates at this time. For more of our news, programs, and documentaries, do want to follow us on our social media platforms and our YouTube live stream. I am Chiamaka Mwafo. Thank you for joining us at this time.